I'm Wandile Khoza. Welcome back to another video, and if you are new here, my name is Wandile and welcome to my channel where I post anything that has to do with fashion, music, lifestyle, reactions, and basically anything that has to do with me or the internet. And if that sounds like something that you're into, please do press the subscribe button, the like and comment, and be part of the shouty squad. Now let's get to today's video. Okay, cool. Before we get into today's video, actually, I just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year, happy 2021, new things, new beginnings. I hope you guys actually started setting your goals for 2021. It's such an important thing. You know, we need to reach those goals, get to where we need to. Time is money. Time is money. And also, secondly, I just wanted to send my condolences to all of you who may have lost loved ones during this very difficult time. I am praying for you and blessings to you. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a first time tag. So like basically a FaceTime, 2021, huh? 2021. A first time tag is basically a video where there's going to be a series of questions that ask you about the first time you did something. So for example, I don't know, the first time you got money. I'm giving myself questions already. Like, it can be even like a first item you received, just basically anything firsts. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's a series of questions that I got from you guys on Instagram, so I'm going to be reading those and answering. Every time I give you guys an opportunity, or my Instagram followers, I may not assume that my Instagram followers are the same as my subscribers, but every time I put on the poll, people just like, yo, people are nosy, hey, y'all go off, you in there, you dive in, you're like, oh, she asked. Sid. Okay, my first ever cell phone. I can't exactly remember the exact. I think it was like a Sony. Was it Xperia? It was Sony something. The one with the middle button that could move left and right. Like instead of, you know, that button that like you can just do this to it. Guys, I can't explain this phone. It was a Sony. My first phone was a Sony, and that my dad had given to me because he was trying to test run how it would treat the phone. I think I was like around like 13. Yeah, I got my phone later than our recent generation. My first sleepover, I remember very well. It was a time when I had moved to Durban from Newcastle, and I was attending a primary school in Finland. And I had, obviously, it was my first sleepover. I hadn't been in other sleepovers, so like my parents were a bit reserved about it, but they did everything by the books because like they saw that I really wanted to do this, so they called the parents and made sure everything was fine. I had an overprotective like dad mostly, so yeah, you can just imagine. But yeah, it was really fun. It was with my best friend at the time. It was so amazing, guys. Like, yo, it was so amazing. Like, I had the best time. Like, I did everything like in the movies, watching actual movies, popcorn, singing, doing fun things. Like, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my first sleep. Actually, I miss sleepovers, guys. Making me miss my friends now. My first detention. Guys, I wasn't a rebellious kid, hey? I mean, okay. My first detention wasn't something that was bad, you know? And that's the reason why I said I'm not a rebellious kid. And it also wasn't my fault. My first detention was actually in high school. I never got any detentions in primary school. Even in primary school, I think I got warnings. But it's for the same thing that I had no control over. Oh, wait, sorry guys, my chain. And guess what that reason was? It was being late, guys. It was being late, and it wasn't my fault because I would wake up every morning on time, get everybody else to wake up, meaning my parents, And then they would just make me wait, guys. And the thing is, yo, I used to look at them and be like, you guys just don't care. You guys are just enjoying that you have this power over me.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
Like, guys, like, I stayed far also, like, relatively to everybody else, because it was like another suburban area. But it was closer to my mom's work, so it made it easier for her to come fetch me after school. So that's why I went. So yeah, I didn't have any choice. There was no local transport, like in terms of like, you know, those school, like the school buses and things like that. It was out of the area, so I couldn't take that. So my parents were my only options. So yeah, guys, I would be late, and guess what, guys? I would get detention, or like I would be late when I was a prefect. Guys, imagine. Yo, there's this one time, actually my first week of being a prefect, like I became late, and it was literally like bothering me because I genuinely was very disappointed in my parents. My mom, I would look at her, I literally cried in the office once because I was like, yo guys, you know how hard I worked to be in this place, like all the things that I had achieved, and like obviously now I'm gonna look bad. I can't be now a prefect telling everybody else you can't be late, giving people detentions. And like, worst part, detention was handled by prefects. So like, and on top of that, I was one of the 4 heads of the school. I sit in front of the school. I need to tell people to stop being late. Hypocrite much, you know? So I cried. Huh? Like I really was emotional, and then it kind of like changed my mom's attitude about it. She tried her best, but also shame, she was at a point in her career where everything was getting really crazy, so she wasn't getting much sleep. So I think it was just like a sleep problem, I guess. And also there was just huge traffic again, like I told you, the difference in the areas. But yeah, that one was close to my heart. That broke my heart, yo. The first time I went to a hospital, yo guys, yeah, there it is. First time I went to a hospital was when I broke my arm. I still have the scars from the stitches. I broke my arm when I was at a back of, is it a backie? Yeah. My grandfather's. Me and my cousin were playing, and then I was trying to get out of the van. I ended up like somewhat tripping, and then I fell over. And you know that thing, I don't know what you call that thing, you know, at the back of a van, right? There's that sort of like door that opens like this. So that thing was unlatched, and I didn't know that it was unlatched. I was trying to get out. So you can imagine my little body just hugging on that thing. As it falls over, it went bam! And then obviously the force, because you know I was like heavier than the door, I guess. The door went boom, and then obviously the force from the Newton's third law, the force from that sort of like threw me over onto a rock, and my arm split, you guys. Like it literally like split in to 2. Literally my bones were like, but like on the inside. I wasn't like split like, you know, with blood and everything. On the inside it was split, so you can like, I could feel that there was no connection, guys. Yo, can you just imagine me? I think I was around, can't remember how old I was, but I was quite young. How traumatized I was, guys. Yo, I was going through, actually I went through a lot when I was a kid. There's a lot. But I broke my arm, and next thing you know, bah, I couldn't feel anything, guys. I couldn't feel anything. And then everything just happened so fast also. Just like 2 minutes later, my arm's swollen. Like, guys, literally this part of my arm went inside here. Like it was guys, I was not grand, guys. It was, this part went inside of here, and you can see sort of like my fingers. Yo, guys, I thought it was the end of me. I literally was like, yo, this is how my life begins. This is my life. Like, guys, yo, this is why I'm so strong, hey? This is why I'm strong. I can see, like, God was like, I'm gonna put you through the most when you're young. You're gonna, guys. Anyway, so that happened. They rushed me to the hospital. They pulled my arm outside of my arm, and then they tried to get the swelling to be down, and then they took me to they didn't know that I had medical aid, so they first took me to a government hospital. Once they realized that I had medical aid, then they took me to private hospital, where they literally, guys, it was the first time I got anesthesia. So I like watch a lot of movies as a kid, so you can just imagine like so many things happening around me. You know those things that are like those sticky things that track your heart rate, I think, those things that they stick there, guys. Every time I watched the movie, like when those people had those things, they'd be like electrocuted, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, they're about to like electrocute me. Like, what are they gonna do to me? I was not grand, guys. And then like the doctors were trying to talk to me. They were laughing. Like they would look at me and be like, this kid just watches too much movies. So as like they were trying to talk to me, I was out, guys. Like faded.
Frank.
Faded. Yeah, guys, that's my story of the first time I went to a hospital. I don't think like I ever went besides when I was born. That's not really, that doesn't really count, I guess. But yeah, that's the only time where I actually went for me, besides going to visit someone. Or yeah, my first concert, the first concert that I went to, guys, was Justin Bieber's concert. Like, I'm thinking about international, like a proper concert. Like, obviously I went to like, I think I went to like local ones where they would have like, you know, the same things similar to like Durban Day and all of them. But my actual, the one that I can remember, I would say, is Justin Bieber's concert when he came. Guys, I was such a believer, guys. I still am, but like, yo, I was invested, hey. I definitely was a believer. As soon as I heard Justin Bieber was coming to South Africa, I was like, mommy, daddy, you have to do something. Talked to my aunt helped me out, and she surprised me with tickets for everyone. We made it a whole trip to go to Cape Town. I think that was the first time I actually proper fell in love with Cape Town, and I made a decision that I would go to UCT. It was such a great concert, like one of the best experiences of my life. Like, it was just amazing, guys. Like a teenager's fantasy. I lived it. Yo, guys, I had good teenage years. Like, I was living my movie. I was living my book, my chick flick, my teen flick. That's how I was living for a short while, until life grabbed me. My first traumatic experience, guys. My first traumatic experience, guys, and I tell you, I've been through the most. It was a time when I was a kid, and I was still in Newcastle. I was staying with my gran when I was little, and then my gran and I and my sort of like my other grandmother, but like we related somehow, but it's not like direct relation. I don't know, it's complicated, but it's just two grandmas. My actual grandmother, which is my mom's mom, and the other grandmother, right? So the other grandmother that was like older, so I guess great grandmother in a sense. So we went grocery shopping at our local grocery store, and it was fun. My grandmother had me in the trolley. I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get treats. We going grocery shopping. Get the chicken, get the beef. You know, it was amazing, guys. I was having some of my life. Next thing you know, it's, guys, what was that? Literally, guess what went? A bullet, guys. A bullet passed me right in front of my eyes, guys. I thought I was in the Matrix. So, guys, I'll tell you, I've lived every single genre of a movie: action, thriller, horror, chick flick, everything, guys. Yo, guys, bullet. I'm like, next thing you know, everybody's screaming. Everybody's running. What is happening? Guys, they're robbing the grocery store. It was a full-on robbery. Like, with the AK-47s, boy. AK-47s, they're at the top. They had like those ski masks. Oh my gosh, guys. I couldn't believe it. Guys, there was ziggas around, guys, like carrying guns. I was going through it, guys, and my grandma, guys, once my grandma saw the bullet, my grandma, I love my grandma, but she till this day, she still doesn't want me to regurgitate it because she high-key feels, she hopes that I would forget, or she hoped that I would forget. But now and then I remind her, but now I stop because I can see that she actually felt bad about it. That wasn't her intention. But she left, guys. She dipped the trolley. Like, I think all senses left her mind and she just like ran. And then my great grandmother, luckily, that grandmother was like, yo, the kid. Then she was like, oh snap. Then she went back and took me, and we had to hide in one of, like, you know, those back storerooms or whatever, hide there until these people were gone. Literally, the police came and they rescued us from the back storage, whatever we left. But my goodness, guys, they were just shooting. The fact that they were just shooting for what, bro? Like, there's like, why would they be shooting like that? Then there's kids in the grocery store. Anyway, they were shooting, and I don't know. I didn't even care to find out what happened. I was just traumatized, guys. Yo, my first time I drank alcohol. Yo, guys, another experience as a kid. Okay, I was a kid, guys. I was stoned a bit, hey, just a bit. I was like me and my cousin, right? Me and my cousin, which is my mother's brother's daughter, right? She and I were born around the same time, the same year, just different months. She's in March, I'm July. So yeah, we were always raised to be sort of as twins because we did everything together and whatnot. So she was always like the modest, shy one. But guys, the thing is, she'd be shy only around people. But with me, guys, yo. But anyway, it's fine. We let her play that role. You know who you are, Zama. I know the real her, guys. I know the real her. But me, because I was extroverted and I always knew what I wanted. Like, I was very vocal. When people asked me, I wouldn't be shy and be like, I'd be like, yo, I want chocolate. Yo, I want nyama. Like, I'd speak what I want. She'd be like shy and whatnot, and then I guess like that just gave her the like people thought that she was like innocent and things like that. Like, she was innocent, but like, nah, she wasn't innocent. Sorry. Oh, guys. Oh, and also I was just such a good cousin because I just allowed her to keep that image. I could have ruined her image, guys. Publicity stunt. But anyway, you can see I'm hurt about that, but it's fine. What was the question? First drunk experience. So over by her mother's side of the family, they were having umsebenzi, which is like a traditional ceremony and things like that for her family. So I was just there because I was visiting her, and then they had umqombothi, which is like traditional beer, and like it was fine back then for like kids to drink it, not like kids to drink it like, you know, just like take a whole jag and just go off. No, like I think like a sip or something, like, was fine for them. I think it was part of the ritual for them to have a sip, and then I don't know for what. I don't know for what per se, but they were making it, and me and my cousin, actually it was her idea. She's like, don't you want to try it? Do you see, guys, how she wants people to think that when she's with me, she feeds me, guys. She was like, don't you want to try it? I'm like, and she knows, like, she would vocalize things that I was thinking, and then obviously because she vocalized, I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, I acted. So then I would have to convince, oh well, she convinced me, and then we ended up doing it. Like, I took like a sip. But guys, the thing is, you know how you are, like, as a kid, you exaggerate everything, because in my mind I knew it was like beer or alcoholic in a sense. I took a first sip and I was like, yo guys, I'm draggy. This is me in the whole way. Yo, me and her actually, we were like, yo cousin, yo guys, we were this is Nzisa. Like, it was not, we were acting, fully acting. There's no way we had a sip of that thing and we were gone like that. Guys, in our mind we were gone. In our mind we were like, yo, we had just done the worst deed. We were the bosses. You don't understand. Yeah, that was my first time I had an experience with like alcohol, I guess. But I didn't actually get drunk. It was just like which leads to the next question. I'm just gonna connect them together since they're related. My first drunk experience. So there's a difference between the first time I encountered alcohol and the first time I got drunk. Cool. First time I got drunk was in varsity, guys. Again, guys, I was a very well-behaved child who really wanted to do everything by the books. You know, and my parents would tell me, you do everything and you're gonna get everything that you wanted, and I thought that that's a good deal. You know, like I had my shortfalls there and there, but it wasn't like, you know, you guys did wild things. You know, I'm a very good businesswoman in the sense that I could live up to my end of the deal as long as you live up to yours. You know, I was like, if the benefits outweigh the other things, I would rather take the benefits. You know, it's a long investment, but once I get to the finish line, or once I do the things I need to, I will, like, you know, I was just looking out for myself, you know. So yeah, so so I didn't do anything outside like drinking and all of that. I did what I needed to do, I focused on my books, and I just got where I needed to be. And then once I got to university, first year, I am away from home. Obviously it's all week, we're all experiencing, we're all getting to know each other. I was actually with Katlego and Gugu. We went to a house party. Wasn't really, yeah, house party, I guess. And like there was like a punch situation that was left there, like gin and all of them were mixed. And I was drinking it sitting down. I was sitting there, speaking to some other chick. We're having a nice conversation, we're chatting, we're speaking. I'm drinking, I'm out here nice. And the thing is, I didn't realize, guys, as I was sitting, I literally was feeling nothing. I'm like, what is this, guys? This is nice. And I think it was a mojito mix. It tastes nice, Moose. Guys, when I tell you, when I had to stand up, I stood up and everything was like, guys, it was a lot. Like I was going through it. I was really, really out of it. Like I went over. Like for a person who's like automatically a lightweight there, because I hadn't really like drank before then. Like I drank but not drank. Like this was like hard liquor, like a gin and all of that. So now I'm gone. Like I'm gone, guys. And the thing is, Kat, Google and I had only known each other probably for like a week then, but like we were all just so close. But also like Namia, I was brave to drink like that for people that those girls could have just ditched me, you know. But no, me, I want to drink gins, I want to drink mojitos. Fine, I was drunk. I was like, I started crying. Not crying, no, I didn't stop crying. This is what happened, right? I did stop crying, but not right there. So we were in the lounge area or whatever, and I started getting really, really drunk. They could see that I was getting really, really drunk. I was feeling really sick, and I needed to use the bathroom. They came with me, and I was like, shit, guys, like, shit, I hate this. I'm so sorry. I am so drunk. I am not myself. I feel like I was speaking wild, guys. I was like, I want to fly, guys. I want to jump off the balcony and fly, guys. I was going through it, and then I was crying. I was like, I don't want to feel like this. I want it to end. All right, I'm saying this, right? And then Gugu was there, guys. Gugu was my savior that night, literally. And Cats also, guys. They were all there sitting, trying to like help me. Gugu was like, we're gonna have to go manual, my boy. I'm like, manual? What do you mean manual, my boy? She's like, I might have to stick the fingers down your throat so you can take this thing out. I'm like, first of all, damn, girl, you just met me. You ready to put like your fingers down my throat? But like she could see like no, this girl's going through it. I'm gonna have to help her. Like I didn't even know like that's what you needed to do. And the thing is, I was so out of it that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. What if I swallow your fingers? They laughed, guys. They went off. Till this day, like that story is always something that I get reminded of. Oh, guys, it was, yeah. She put the fingers down my throat and I threw up. I let it all out. Yeah, guys, it was just, yeah. Shout out to Gugu and Kat. You guys, VVIPs, literally. The first time I met Katlego and Gugu, right? The first time I met Katlego, I thought she was intimidating. Yeah, that girl looked edgy, hey? Look, I was out here with ombre gray hair, guys. Side shave. Tattoos. Huh? She was like, talk to me nice, boy. I was like, this girl, she's not out here to play. She was edgy. She was like, she came here with like, yo, no, she came. And I was like, she's intimidating. When you speak to this girl, a sweetheart, like a softie, like she's so nice. Google didn't really look that intimidating. Like, obviously, Google's like really tall compared to me, but she didn't have like a, I would say like a, main face. I was like, yo, no, this girl is actually quite a nice girl. Very nice. Both of them very nice, very beautiful human beings. And I think we were just like drawn to each other. Also, like, I also became very close with my roommate Gushle at the time. So we all just sort of like were together. I don't know what happened really. We just sat together. Like, somehow the universe was like, y'all gonna be together. Literally, these people were like from another province. GP, I'm here, KZN. I came there alone, guys. Next thing you know, we're sticking together. Everything we're doing together. We'll meet at the dining hall. We'll do this. Oh, my first Lamza. My first Lamza, guys. I even remember. Yeah. First Lamza. It was good, guys. It was good. Like, relatively, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, guys, I think that's it. There's actually a lot of questions. Maybe there's going to be a part 2. Just let me know if you guys would want in the comment section. Also let me know via DIY, because there's a lot of you guys who DM me on Instagram asking me how I did things and things like that. DIY things, you know. Just speak to me. I can try them out for you guys, or things that you'd see like American YouTubers doing that you haven't seen in South African, because you know, like, American YouTubers will have like Best Buy, Walmart, and all of those stores that we don't have here. Maybe you guys would like to see a South African try it, so that it can be easy for you to try, because you know where to get stuff, you know. So just let me know. And y'all, happy 2021, everyone. It was amazing. I'm seeing you guys again. I wish you nothing but a peace. Nothing but a peace. I love you very much. Peace out. Yeah.